Hi, my name is Rennie Shen, and I'm here to talk to you about what is DevSecOps. At the highest level, DevSecOps is simply the intersection of security with DevOps. Modern application development has evolved to the point where we can now build applications and deliver them to deployment in minutes, hours, days, however fast you want to go. And the idea is, how do you bring security along for the ride? You have to run a number of security tests against every application. How do you shift that left from its historical place at the end of the software development lifecycle, where it's a gate, it slows everything down, and shift it earlier in the software development lifecycle where you can find and fix issues earlier, where it's lower cost and lower risk. Now, when most people start talking about DevSecOps, they start talking about tools. In recent years, DevSecOps has become synonymous with application security testing tools, things like static application security testing, or SAST. SAST tools, what they do is they scan your code and look for vulnerabilities in the code your developers write. We also have software composition analysis tools, or SCA. What SCA does is it scans open source libraries or the code from open source projects that you bring into your applications for vulnerabilities. We're also talking about tools like DAST, or dynamic application security testing. What a DAST tool does is it scans compiled applications after they've been built, because sometimes you might find vulnerabilities in a built application that you didn't find in your code. In more recent years, this has blown up more and more tools, right? Where now we have things like IAC security to scan your IAC templates to prevent misconfigurations that lead to security issues. We have secrets, like hard-coded passwords, keys, things like that in your code. We have containers, and so on and so forth. There's just so many tools. I can't keep track of them all. Now, at a high level, when everybody starts, they start thinking about, what tools do I need? What does this application look like? How are we building it? How are we deploying it? What application security testing tools would work? That, in a nutshell, is the first level of DevSecOps. Now, what Harness does with DevSecOps is it takes all of that and it helps you scale. Most organizations start off implementing a DevSecOps program, and they stall after 10 or 20 applications. What most organizations have are hundreds or thousands of applications, hundreds or thousands of pipelines, and so to progress, what we're talking about now is, how do you take your DevSecOps program from 10, 20, 30% pipeline coverage to 100% coverage? That's where Harness can help. What Harness does is, unlike a pure play security vendor, Harness is built. Everything we do is built on an industry-leading DevOps platform. And so now, from a security tool perspective, instead of being bolt-on to a CI/CD pipeline, we're now bringing security into the pipeline, where it can take advantage of all of the capabilities that are available on the platform. Things like governance, right? Every application security testing vendor will tell you that they can integrate with CI/CD, they can break the build. Well, who actually breaks the build on a single tool? What you want to do is have pipeline visibility of all of the tools going in your pipeline, and then you can have an idea of the risk of the application as it progresses through your pipeline. You can create policies, you can create governance, you can create special things to make sure that anything you do takes into account the entire pipeline level. So with Harness, we bring, instead of bolting security onto the pipeline, we bring it into the pipeline where it's pipeline native. We give you all of the tools on our platform. We allow you to use third-party tools if you have a favorite tool of yourself. We give you policies and governance around all of that. And we give you pipeline level visibility so that now you have an idea of the risk of every application going through every pipeline. Join me next time, and I'll talk about how we then take that from a single pipeline to hundreds or thousands of pipelines to really scale out your DevSecOps program.